Alrighty, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. So we are actually at a place we have not been to since June. Yes, we made the long trek out today into the Central Valley to Lake Don Pedro. As you guys can see, man, water is crazy low right now. But yeah, a little over 2 hours just to get here. Nice chilly morning. I know it's not technically winter, but it certainly feels like it. Like I said, the only other time I've been here was back in June, so I don't have a lot of experience on this lake, but I do remember back in June seeing a few areas that that looked like they'd be good winter spots. So I guess today we'll at least test that theory. Got a bunch of rods, got a bunch of baits. Gonna see if we can put something together today on Lake Don Pedro, and we shall see what happens. No clue what's gonna be going on today. We're gonna have to find that correct depth that they're at, maybe even an area, but probably gonna be staring at the graph quite a bit today. This time of year, these fish will be typically deeper and grouped up. So from a kayak, that's certainly a challenge, but it's a challenge for really any craft you're in. Still gotta find them. Let's just go with our confidence bait. First sign of life, little blip on the graph. Always a learning experience out here, especially this time of year. I don't really have much experience this time of year on these deep reservoirs. Only a couple years under my belt. That's the one nice thing about fishing, is even if it's a tough day, usually you learn something. So I always hope there's some fish along with it too. One little dot on that rock right there. I think I dropped it on its head, whatever it is. Well, first spot. It was a bust. That was that steep bank that I was hoping we'd be able to, you know, just arrive first thing in the morning and just crack them all day, but not to be, so time to go looking. Yeah, last time we were here, dude, all this stuff was underwater. This is crazy. Looks real good. Big boulders. Very interesting. That's insane. It's a giant boulder. Oh. There's a bass right there. I actually saw one. Oh my god, there's a bunch of them down there. This water visibility is insane. Some giant chunky rock over here. I think these fish were just up here, like, just getting some sun. Well, it's encouraging. We at least saw them. You know there's going to be more. Man, that's pretty crazy. Well, it could be shallower than we thought, too. That one's coming, like, right to the boat. Oh, spooked. Interesting. This all looks so good. This fish have to be here. Dude, I just saw something bust on top. 100%. What is going on? I feel like we're just so close to getting on the fish, you know? Just like things are starting to come together. You just gotta figure them out. Very interesting back here, though. There's a 4-pounder in 5 foot of water. I know you guys can see that one. What the heck is going on? Guys, we found a treasure. Check it out. Sweet. What's this? Terminator spinnerbait? I think my only other spinnerbait is a Terminator. It's in good condition. All right, now I have 2 spinnerbaits. Well, at least we're not leaving empty-handed today. Another one right there. Dang. Look at these fish. They are up shallow. That is the strangest thing. They must be just getting up there to get some sun, right? Maybe that's why that spinnerbait was up there, throwing bait shallow. Another one right there. I don't know what to do. There's a bunch of them. There's a lot of fish right here. Like, that's the thing. It's hard to leave. They are just not biting. Right there. Nope. Finally got a couple of followers, though. They're at least looking at the jerkbait. Yeah, just a bunch of followers. I think these fish are just coming up and getting some sun, and that's really all they're interested in. They have no interest in feeding. As much as I want to stay here, I think I'm kind of wasting my time. We've definitely kind of patterned these fish, though. Oh, no. Man. See, that's depressing right there. I just threw my head right there. There's a couple of... I mean, they're not giants. 3-4 pounders. But what I was saying, we've definitely patterned these fish. Every time there's these bigger boulders, these bigger rocks, I think these are just retaining the heat more, and that's what's attracting these fish. Every single pile I come up to, just fish are right on them. I can see them. Come on, bite the hoodie. Oh my God, we finally got one. No skunk. No skunk. Come to me. Oh my God. Same thing too. Big chunk rock right here. We just saw a pretty good one. Oh look, he's got a bunch of buddies with him. Bunch of buddies with him. The spot. Just net him. I can't have a skunk. That's spotty. Man, why did you bite? Well, it is almost 11:30, and we finally got the skunk out of the boat. This is a tough thing right now because we're around so many fish. Maybe they're gonna start biting now. Maybe it's a timing deal. Thank you, sir. Yeah, there was a bunch of fish for that one. Just usually in those situations, you only can trick 1 or 2, and the rest of them get wise to you. But like we were saying, find some big chunk rock, the boulders, and there's fish on every single one of them. There's a bucket down there. Is that a catfish or a bass? No, that's a catfish. Big old catfish. Oh man, what a beautiful boulder. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, there's a fish. Yep, just gotta make those longer casts. It's an unsuspecting fish. Whoa, easy fella. I just want to back it up so I don't go over the spot. You know what I mean? It feels weird. It's definitely like a largemouth or something. There he is. Spotty? Pretty good spot. Oh, easy. Whoa. Whoa. Come on, dude. Oh, it's a giant spot. Look at that spot. Holy crap. I knew it was big, but I didn't think it was that big. See, that's why I didn't pull too hard, because look at this hook. Barely skin hooked right there. If I tighten my drag down, that could easily just pop right out and, you know, rip right through that little tiny piece of skin it was on. Except we did stick him pretty good. It's a pretty big spot. Probably one of the fatter spots I've caught. Look at the belly on this one. Right where it was supposed to be. Big old chunk rock. Fat fish though. Look at the size of that spot. It's a pretty good one right there. Maybe the hezadong shad's the way to go. Cast on unsuspecting fish. Or maybe it's the spots, I don't know. The ones we've seen shallow have definitely been largemouth. Maybe it's the spots that'll actually eat a bait. No. That's why I kept getting snagged. It's crazy shallow right there. Oh, and look. Look. Two really nice fish. Right where they're supposed to be. You gotta stink. Well, the wind picked up and it's been tough, but maybe this wind will make these fish a little more active. We're going to go through the same areas that we saw them all earlier. We know they're there. I don't know if they're still going to be up shallow or if maybe they'll push out a little deeper now. I don't know. I am kind of hoping they moved off deeper. Go. Oh man, I think they did move deeper. At least one did. Gosh, what a grind it's been. Real curious to see if we get a largemouth or a spot. I think it's a spot. Another pretty big spot though. An old hezadong shad. Coming through. What a tough day it's been. The only good thing is when we get a bite, it seems to be a pretty good one. I mean, another solid fish. Oh my God. I went over some right here at 18. Right there. There's 4 of them. Just hanging out. Fish are lockjawed. Oh my God, we got a bite. I just saw him in 18, so I cast it up a little shallower. Spot or largemouth? It's got to be a spot. The largemouth aren't biting today. Small one of the day. They're meaty here. And that's funny. We dropped on fish that we were just graphing. They would not bite at all. We made a long cast in the same depth and just got lucky and apparently landed on one's head. Dead sticking, kind of accidentally. You can see that fish that we just let go went all the way down to 40 foot. Looks like there's another one with them. Makes sense with the super clear water. I'm sure these fish can see the boat. Even in 40, they can probably see something above them. There we go. God, that's such a subtle bite. I really do think these fish can see me when I get over them. Ooh, a little spotty, not a bad one. These fish are definitely chunky. Is that 5? We actually have 5 fish? I don't know how that happened. This little hezadong shad. I feel like when it's been really tough this year for me, this has been the bait that's saved my butt. Guys, I'm pretty sure I see something crazy gnarly. I'm gonna show it to you, but you might want to put the kids away for this one. Well, that's a first. That sucks. God, so subtle and so shallow. Every bite has really been the same. Cast, let it sit. Line gets heavy, set the hook. That was a long day. That was a grind. We get 6 bites all day. What a strange day of fishing. You know what? I guess I can't really complain. I know some of you guys that are watching probably have your lakes or ponds freezing over right now. Yeah, I can't complain. But for Northern California, it was a tough day. Back at Don Pedro, I mean, we didn't get the skunk. 6 bites all day. Caught a few decent ones. All spots. Just to give a little summary, really strange day. Not what I expected at all from the fish. We saw a lot of fish shallow. We're in that one general area where there was a lot of those boulders and big chunk rock, and most of those fish that I saw shallow were largemouth, and we didn't get a single largemouth today. But I think those largemouth were just moving up shallow and getting some sun. Ended up catching all but one fish on that little hazardong shad. With this water being so clear, it must have been 20-25 foot visibility in some areas. Every time I saw some under me on the graph and I dropped down, could not get a bite. I think these fish were super finicky, sketched out by anything above them. So all my fish today, all my bites were making longer casts, letting that hazardong just sit there, and the line would just get heavy. I think they'd probably just land on one's head and they'd suck it in. Fun to mix it up today, get away from our typical spots, make our way out to Don Pedro. The only bad part is now we have a 2+ hour drive back, but it is what it is. That's gonna do it for today's video. As always, thank you guys for coming along on today's journey, and I will see you guys in the next one.